How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's CodyBPyrotechnics, and today we are going to be doing a small, I actually wouldn't call it small, we're doing a whole firework display tonight. The reason we are doing this firework show is because my buddy Garrison is kind of kicking off the summer at his bar that he just remodeled, and it's all brand new. So this is going to be a great way to get people into the bar. This is just going to be a really fun-filled night with fireworks, drinks, and a whole bunch of fun stuff at the bar. Anyway, this is the first section of the setup. Garrison is not here with us yet, but he's on his way over to kind of explain the cues and how we hooked everything up to the Cobra. As you'll see, we got a Cobra right here in the middle for the first part of the show. And then if we come down here, you will see all of our shell racks, and I believe there are like 300 to 400 shots in total here. Got a couple of zipper cakes, and we have a whole line of rocket racks in the back of the display that we're going to be firing in patterns with a couple of these zipper cakes. And you'll see in the middle of all this chaos, we do have another Cobra firing system, and Garrison is almost here, and when he gets here, we will explain the setup and get into the firework display. Okay, so we're gonna explain how the Cobra is hooked up to the cakes here. We got a bunch of like tape on them, so we're just gonna give a rundown on like what is Q1 through however many Qs we hooked up to the Cobra. So
Bump the Bear and Strongman are gonna go at the same exact time on Q1.
Okay, so we have Bump Bear and Strongman on Q1, and this whole thing is going to be manually fired from the Cobra.
And then we got on Q2, we got Cowboy and Hustle and Bustle. Those two will hit at the same time.
Okay, so Cowboy and Hustle and Bustle on Q2.
Yep.
So Q3 is Junkyard Dogs, and then this one was
Sin City.
Yep.
And those will hit at the same time.
So Q4 is Great Expectations. What's this? Road Trip.
Road Trip.
And then this last cake is Eye Candy.
By Winda
Fireworks.
Yep.
Q5 is going to be Kiss of Death and Paradise, both 200 gram cakes. This one, the label fell off. On Q6, we have 2 Wild Bear at the same time. And then over here, also on Q6, this is not on the town. So how you did that was you hooked up 3 wires to 1 Q.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I've never done before. I'm hoping it'll work. I tried it out with just 3 of the fire wires, and all 3 did fire, so I hope it works.
Sweet. So as an example, you can see Q6 down there. You have 3 wires all together in the same deal. On Q7, we have Blast Furnace, which is a double break 175-inch peanut shell. On Q8, we have 2 Strobing Willows by Raccoon Fireworks, and they're both gonna go at the same time. So Q9 is a 3-hit. We have 2 of the Grand Forks Bomber by Memory Fireworks. And then this big one right here is the 25-shot Master of Rockets. So on Q10, we have a 3-inch NOAB. This is called Here Comes the Boom, and I believe it's by Winda Fireworks. And because this is a double hit, we also have a zipper cake here called Hellfire. Both of those are gonna go at the same time. So on Q11, we've got a little 200 gram cake down here that's missing 2 tubes. That is called Doggy. And then right here we have the Virus. And last but not least, we have a shot of Jaeger. Over here, this is Q12, and it's the only thing that's gonna be firing on Q12. It's a nice, quiet, neighborhood-friendly color cake. On Q13, we have another 3-hitter. So it'll be Watermelon Moonshine, we got 2 of them, and Screamin' Eagles by Cutting Edge. So everything behind us that we just showed you is hooked up to module 1. And so there's gonna be however many Qs we just showed on that. And then over here we have another Cobra module, another 18M.
14 Qs on this one.
Yeah, and this one's gonna be interesting. So we have 14 Qs on this, but it's all kind of jumbled up because these canister shell racks, we wanted to turn them into a 1-1 cake, is kind of how we were shooting for. So this is going to look like one ginormous cake, even though these are all canister shells. And when I say we fused these like a cake, I'm not kidding, because he actually came into the tube with a drill and he fused them like a cake. So if you guys ever cut into a 500 gram cake, the tubes, you'll notice are gonna look a lot like this. And he repeated that process all the way down. Yep, so there's nothing on the top. You'll see usually there's fuse there, but we're kind of doing this like a cake because we want to see if we can get perfect timing on these canister shells. So there's actually a firework cake that is 600 shots, and it's called Triplex. And that's literally what we're trying to do here with all this fusing, is he modeled it off of that cake. So we're trying to get the same pace and effects that were in that cake, but without having to buy the cake because we can't get it in the USA, but we can do this.
So rack 4 is going to be more towards the beginning of the show. This has 5 brakes, and it should these all 5 should go instantly with a 2-second delay, and then hit 5 more brakes. And that's the way this rack hits. But then we come into these other 2 racks a little bit later on in the show, and they actually hit with 5 comets in the front, and it hits with 5 brakes. So these should all go off instantly at the same time, so you can see the 5 comets come up into 5 brakes. And these have, so it's willow mines with willow brakes, willow mines with willow brakes, and then it goes into lace mines with a comet with lace brakes.
Ooh,
and then
that'll be nice.
It does it again.
That's gonna be really bright.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, and we're gonna have like a camera set up here at Ground Zero to show you guys if our new fusing technique actually works out. I know you spent a lot of time on that, so.
This was something that I worked on for a few, I mean, when I built all these racks, my initial goal was to try to create a 1-1 cake out of shells, and never could get the fusing down right, and I'm hoping this one really works finally.
I hope so too. It's gonna be really
If
awesome.
it does, it'll be epic to send up that many 60-gram canister shells.
Because otherwise, we talked about the other method, the only other way we could do this is leading every one of these shells with quick fuse. And it'd have to be instant fuse.
I think it's really expensive that way.
Really super expensive, especially price of fuse nowadays. There's no way we could have pulled that off. So, and you're only using a little piece of fuse.
Yeah, it's about a 3.5 piece down there.
Yep, so really you're saving a lot of fuse doing it this way. Over here on this last section, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mortar racks, 25 shots in total. That is going to be our grand finale. So this is going to be peony puke. So basically, we have the neon fusion shells.
Should be bright.
Yeah, it's going to be just a ton of color going on.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an awesome way to end the show. And then we kind of got an interesting situation going on here. We got 2 zipper cakes. This is Amazing Ballet by Winda, and then we have a 300 shot zipper cake here. Going to have some nice colorful effects in that one. And then if we look way over here, we've got 4 milk crate setup points. And each one of those has a bunch of color rockets that are gonna go way higher than these zipper cakes and get us like a 3rd level, super high up effect. We're gonna have like you over there and me over here, and we'll just kind of hit them back and forth with the torch.
So you can hit this one, and then while these are, waiting on that fuse, you can get far enough away to come over here and hit these.
Yeah. So it's same way we set up cakes, but there's only one position on either side. So I'll come over, might hit a couple rockets, and then I'll just walk right over here, hit some more. And that's actually a pretty good way to do it as safe as possible.
And I'll be over there doing the same thing. So we'll have plenty of rockets going up with those zippers. I think it'll be a nice, really nice effect that'll be above them. Because
these are going to go really high, and then the zippers are kind of like a mid-level effect. So it's going to look really cool. We're really excited to shoot it off.
3, 2, 1. There we go.
All right, guys, well, we just got everything cleared. The show went very well. The only thing that didn't go off was this cake right here, Bump Bear. We had 2 rockets that didn't go, and then there was a shell rack over here that didn't go either. Other than that, everything went perfectly. We accidentally hit a couple of cues at the wrong time, so it was a little bit of a mix up there. But I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you tomorrow.